Hello Buns, and welcome back to Cinnabun Sundays, our weekly video series where we talk about all things bunny. I'm Morgan, Cinnabun's bun mom, and today I am going to talk to you all about how to keep your rabbit cool during the summer and just really hot months. So summer is around the corner, but honestly for a lot of us, I know for myself here in North Carolina, summer is here. It is hot outside. Any temperature above 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius is too hot for your rabbit. So it's really important that you keep them cool, or else your rabbit could suffer from heat stroke. The way that rabbits lose heat is through their ears. So a good way to tell if your rabbit is really hot is by touching their ears, rubbing their ears, and if they feel way hotter than usual, that probably means your rabbit is overheating or is really uncomfortable. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a list of tips and tricks on how you can keep your rabbit nice and comfortable all summer long. The very first thing off the bat that you are going to do to keep your rabbit cool is you are going to keep your rabbit inside. On this channel, we do not promote keeping your rabbit outdoors in a hutch. Rabbits are indoor animals because of the fact that they cannot control their temperatures and for a lot of other reasons. But for the purposes of this video, it is too hot for your rabbit to be outside. It is cruel and miserable for them. So you need to make sure that you have a space inside your home that your rabbit can live in. That is number one most important thing, that your rabbit has livable conditions inside. So getting that out of the way right off the bat. But even when your rabbit is inside, they can still get hot. I know that with a lot of windows, the heat coming in, or if you do not have air conditioning in your home, or even maybe your air conditioning doesn't work super well, there's ways that you can cool your rabbit off. Right off the bat, you can move your rabbit to a space that has a tile floor, or at least give them access to it, because that tile is really cool to the touch and they are going to love just splooting and laying their whole body on it. Our bunny room is in the sunroom. Cinnabun has access to the whole house, but her main space is the bunny room, and it is covered in tile. I have a rug in here for her feet, but in the summer, Cinnabun spends all of her time laying on the tile because it's just nice and cool. You could also let your rabbit into a bathroom, give them access to that for a few hours a day. Just anything that has that nice cool ground. Now, if you don't have a space with tile, something that you can actually purchase just online on Amazon for under $20 is a cooling mat. Now, there's different types of cooling mats you can get. There's just literal pieces of metal pretty much that you can lay out that are nice and cool that your rabbit can lay on, but there's also bigger mats that have a cooler function. I will link a couple down below if you're interested in that, but that is a great thing that you can put in your rabbit's space for them to lay on that is cool and will keep them nice and comfortable. Next up, you want to make sure that your rabbit is hydrated. Rabbits drink as much water as a small dog, and in the summer they drink even more. So you want to make sure that they have tons of access to water. Make sure that their water bowl is always full. You can even put ice cubes in their water to keep it nice and cool, just to cool them down. And another thing you can do to add even more water into their diet is when you're giving them their morning lettuce, maybe rinse the lettuce off one more time to make sure it's nice and wet so they're absorbing even more water that way. Now, a fun thing that you can do is you can make your rabbit a popsicle treat. You can blend up a mix of their favorite fruit and some water and put it just in a little ice tray and make little ice cubes for your rabbit that they can lick. So if it's a really, really hot day, that can be a nice treat that you can offer your rabbit, just a little popsicle for them. This one might seem obvious, but get a fan for your rabbit's space. I have an overhead fan in this room that keeps this room nice and cool even with the air conditioning. But if you don't have something like that, you can purchase a standing fan or just a small desk fan, something that you can blow on your rabbit so that they can have a nice cool breeze when they really seem like they're very hot. Now, in case of an emergency, let's say your air conditioning goes out, it's a really hot day, and you can tell that your rabbit is really hot, something that you can do to cool them down very quickly is dampen their ears. You can get a cold, wet compress, so like a wet rag or a wet paper towel, and rub that on your rabbit's ears. They don't like to get wet, but that's just something you can do to cool them down, because since they release heat through their ears, it's just a way to quickly chill them out, cool them down a little bit. This is something used more in the case of an emergency, not like a day-to-day practice. And the last thing that you should absolutely be doing to keep your rabbit cool is grooming your rabbit. Your rabbit is covered in fluff, and of course they groom themselves, but think of how much fur you get off of your rabbit during a grooming session. All of that extra fur, it's like a fur, well it is, it's a fur coat. It is keeping them hot. So you really want to make sure that you are on top of your grooming schedule with your rabbit. Anything you can do to just lighten lighten the load, make them a little less warm, is gonna mean a lot to them. So there you have it, Buns. Those are my tips for some ways to cool your rabbit down in the summer. It is so, so crucial that you are keeping an eye on a rabbit and making sure that they are not overheating when it gets into these hot summer months. So I hope that these tips were useful for you. If you have additional tips that you have found worked for you and your rabbit, please leave them down below in the comments, and it would be great for you to help out our fellow rabbit owners. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we will see you in our next one. Bye, Buns!